TOP FM.
Top FM 105.3, we on the air. Leader shout, Sheku Koroma. Run ready, hit the play. Alex D. We're back there. He back to the bar. I bet to the farmer people. If it's not correct, we go talk and so. From 9 o'clock to 12 midnight, we sitting here, we ready to fight, no palaver.
At this time, camera ran from 9:30 to 12 o'clock. I'd like to say good evening to our regular listeners. Good evening to the people of Grand Jeddah County. Good evening to those of you in the Southeastern region, River County, Maryland County, Grand Crew, Sino River. Say I'd like to say good evening, and let's say good evening to our neighboring country, Guinea, Africa. Those of you following us, our brothers and sisters in the diaspora, any part of the world you find yourself, would like to say good evening and welcome. This is a bed to D4. A bed to D4 is your regular show that comes your way from Monday to Saturday, 6 days a week, and where we have our, educator, we have the veterans, more understandable fathers. I like to say good evening. And what is Friday? Yeah, the 10th day of July, and the year we meet is the 2026. I like to say welcome. This platform give you information from all sorts of information. When it comes to education, we discuss education. We discuss health, we discuss public, we discuss administration probably of Liberia. Even we go on the national scene, referring to other countries when it comes to the growth and development of our country. I like to say welcome. Let's go over to one of the well prepared all of the time to provide education for the people of Liberia, for the people that follow or online, whatever country you find yourself from. Yeah, one of the professor, I call him, and he is Dr. Professor. Somebody say don't call them. Yes, indeed. But it's not. You don't have to have all of the name, but the way in which you discuss and bring up issue. This is what we look at that, and we give you the title. What my friend called me doctor, I call him professor. So the matter in which you prepare yourself and then arrange issue, that's how people give you title. Other people have the title, but they can't defend it. However, let's go over to Mr. George H. Numo. Yeah, so Mr. Numo, speak to your people while we wait for the other panel. We go to the phone line and listen to our caller. So good evening, Mr. Numo, and welcome to the beautiful weekend platform.
Good evening. Good evening to the listeners. Good evening to the listeners. Good evening to the Southeastern Liberia, and evening to the Southeastern Liberia and over the world. All the listeners over the world. Happy to be back here. Happy to be back here. As Chris said, we're going to go to the line. We're going to go to the line. Let us what then from there. Then from there. we can start the discussion when our mood
Okay, okay. Thanks so much, Mr. Numbo. Thanks so much. Yes, indeed. Yes, you always coming on time. Let me appreciate you. I don't know about the other days, but anytime I'm on the show, you always come. Let me say thank you so much for always, always being on time. It comes to when it comes to, you know, questioning the minds of Liberian, changing the minds, attitude of Liberian. I'd like to say thank you so much. So, folks, they're to D4. For those of you following us on, following us through the radio, you can call in. Those of you following us on YouTube, Facebook, you can comment, share, like. Yeah, let's share the platform in all of the chat rooms and like and make our people out there to listen to us. And this is one of the wallet platform that cover the whole world, I can say, because Facebook is all over the world, YouTube is all over the world. So and we come on a show, we expect our people in Grand Utah County, we expect our brothers and sisters to flag out issues like just in the money, and we will highly appreciate you. So if you are there, this is where we also ask you, let the world listen to you. Other humanitarian out there, other people who have money want to help people out there. Yeah, flag out the issue in Grand Utah County. Maybe this is where other government officials in the world follow the platform. So if you are there this evening, call on 0881 1435 04, 0881 1435 04, 0776 105 105, 0776 105 105, 0881 1435 04. And you're going to be live tonight on A Bed to D4. Let hear you what is on your mind. What are the trending issues you are following or you saw you want to bring to the attention? What do you want to do in Grand Utah County in Liberia? And what do you want to bring to the table for our brothers who are in that platform? And we are the world listening to you. Yes, indeed. Let them hear your takes. What is happening and what is happening in Grand Utah in Liberia at large. So call on 0881 1435 04, 0776 105 105, and let hear you tonight. What is on your mind? This is A Bed to D4, your regular and usual program that comes your way 6 days a week from Monday to Saturday and Sunday only taking break. And this program comes your way from 9:30 to 12 o'clock and tomorrow morning. So we'd like to say welcome. Let hear you. My name is Chris Beware, and I'm have with me here Mr. George H. Numbo, while we are with the other panel. Let hear you what is on your mind. What do you want to bring to the table happening in Grand Utah County? Those of you following us by Facebook, you can send in your comment. If you want to ask question, if you want to recommend, if you have anything happening in your community you want to bring to the attention of our followers and listeners, we will read your comment out and everybody will hear it. So call on 0881 1435 04, 0776 105 105, 0881 1435 04, 0776 105 105, and we will hear you tonight on A Bed to D4. While we are waiting your call, I'd like to take our team some here and let me know.
Bring the veterans to grind. I'm a bright up and clear, clear. Anthony WK, they make me think clear. Claudia Smith, strong woman here. You wrong, she goes there. Leader G, on this side, come on TV, they like. People are ready. Push it on, come on, get we are. If them are not stop, if they hide.
Let's go to the full line and talk to our first caller. Oh my word, we lost that caller. Yes, indeed, we lost that caller. You can call on 088-114 3504, 088-114 3504, 0776 105 105, 0776 105 105, 0881 14 35 04. And you're going to be live tonight right here on Abetu D4. Abetu D4 is your regular and informative program on Top 105.3. I don't take any side. We say the fact, we tell you the truth, and we talk the reality right here. Let's go to the phone line and take I will consider you to be the first caller. Good evening and welcome on Abetu D4. Hello. Oh my word, we lost that caller. Caller 088-114 3504, 0776 105 105, 088-114 3504, 0776 105 105. And you're gonna be live on this platform tonight, right here on Abetu D4. Let hear you. Yes, indeed, let hear you on this platform. What is going on in your area? What is happening? And what do you want to talk about? What do you want to bring to the attention of our brothers and sisters in the diaspora as they are following all this wonderful time they are listening to us? Or do you want to ask a question? So let hear you tonight. Okay, let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. Hello.
Good evening. How you doing?
Good evening. What is your name? We calling from?
I'm Michael from
Welcome to Abetu D4. Yeah, my dear brother.
Thank you. My concern has to do with the photo I saw on social media today about our OPS. Yeah, I saw him bleeding on Facebook today. I don't know what really happened. I will not get any information about that.
Yes, indeed. Today is just like show. Yeah, and at the Memorial Gate, the other garden was there were pushing each other. Thank you so much. The little information I can, but the little one we hear, we're going to explain it later. Thank you so much, Michael.
Okay, all right.
Thank you so much. Caller 088-114 3504, 0776 105 105. Let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you need to put more energy in your voice, please. Okay. What is your name? Where are you calling us from? You say your name, please?
Prince.
Prince who?
Prince Chie.
Prince Chie from River G. Which part of River G, sir?
Fishtown.
Wow. Thank you so much. You are the second person calling from Fishtown. Yeah. How do you get in the signal there? I am not getting you. You say what? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Prince Chie. Okay. DEA. Thank you so much. They close the children wearing you too short, not good. Thank you. Thank you, Prince. Everybody yeah, okay, Prince, thank you so much for the platform. Yes, 105 105 088 114 35 04 05 105. And you're going to be live tonight on Abed to D4. Today is Friday. Yeah, thank God today is Friday. And, Friday edition and Saturday is just like, recap when we're going to team we are doing. So quickly, let me go there to those who are following by Facebook. Iniesta Alexander will say, I am following you live. I am following live. Alexander and Iniesta Ellis D. Wulu, thank you so much. Keep following, share, and we go there again. Irid Doe Willie. I am Irid Doe Willie following live from Mount Offie community. Irid Doe Willie, thank you so much for following the platform. Darlington Tour. See, I am watching from Plevo City, Maryland County. Darlington Tour, thank you so much for following the platform tonight. Yeah, so those of you in Zulu Whiskey, whatever you find yourself, you can be any part of this. Of you in Saino County, you can call in. Somebody call from Rubaji County. That is a plus, and they've been doing it. Those of you in Rubaji, call in. Those of you in the Maryland, call in. You can call in. Yes, indeed. Let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. Hello. Good evening. Get energy to your voice, please.
Our national police.
Yeah, please. I want your name first, please.
Okay.
I want your name, please. Your full name.
Oh, I'm Jim Wilson.
Okay, Jim Wilson. Yes. Yeah, Mr. Wilson, go ahead.
Okay. So I'm concerned about our national police.
Okay.
Right on following since yesterday until now. So we are looking to hear such a thing should happen. So we are concerning.
Thank you so much. Yeah, according to our police, what happening? Yes, indeed, especially in Grand Jita County. Mr. Numo, are you getting the colors, please? If you are getting them, if you are there, you are muted. If you are talking, you are muted. Let me know if you are getting the color. But I know that
they sound very low.
Okay.
They sound very low. I got here. We talk about a short clothes. I believe he's talking about ladies. Well, and I did not get a clear understanding of what James Wilson said about the police. So if you can,
okay, we are still on the line. Just be muted. I wanted to know what are you getting then. So what I would do, I just try to adjust the line, and we see you getting louder. That's what I wanted to know.
Okay.
So keep listening. After or anything you not hear, maybe I'm going to relay it to you, but I want for you to get it called louder. Everyone of course. So okay, so folks, if you are there, call 088 114 35 04 0776 105 105 088 114 35 04 0776 105 105. And you're going to be live this evening on Top 105.3, the official voice of Teach Our People Communication Incorporated. I beg to default. Let's go on the line and talk to this caller. Hello.
Yes, good evening, Ellis.
Yeah, good evening,
Mr. Sorry, not Ellis or Chris, sorry.
No problem.
Amos William. Yeah, joining for Garvey community.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not happy tonight. Even though I'll go on a row, yes, because African countries, they're not doing well on the line of football. So I'm not well tonight. I'm not lying. I'm still lying from my house looking. Boy, I said, let me turn the radio and listen to Chris Dewar on this program. Yeah, but I'm not happy. I've paid it too. But I'll take for your show. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. William. Thank you so much. That is the beauty of the game. African country can add the strong when you get to a certain level, they just already are listening. However, we are here. So call on 0881 14 35 04 0776 105. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, good evening. What is your name? Where are you calling us from?
Yeah, my name is Solomon P. Clark, calling from the City House Community.
Solomon B. Who? Clark. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear you, Mr. Clark.
Yeah. I just want to be thankful to Almighty God, and I just want to thank all our DJ in Grand Jida County.
Okay.
The way the cattle are plenty around. The few times I start seeing cattle, except the cattle now was Swahili, and the one in I know 2 years there, but the way the cattle are plenty around, start seeing cattle let die again.
Okay.
So I just want to be thankful to the DJ and to our leaders in Grand Jida County.
Thank you, Solomon B. Clark. Mr. Clark, thank you so much. Yes, that one is true. It's very true. Thank you so much.
All right.
Okay. Yes, let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. Good evening and welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon again. It's Michael.
Okay, Mr. Gay.
Yeah. My second concern had to do with the city major.
Okay.
Since she announced that the city was going to be clean, they were going to see her best to take care of the city, to tell all community dwellers to pressure around their area. Up to now, the SSI hasn't commenced. The city is pushy and dirty. I don't know what is going on. That's my next concern.
Okay. While the city is still looking at deal, because the city mayor, declared that the city was going to be clean.
Yeah, that's what she told us. She was on radio.
Thank you. Yeah, my brother, is true. Even when she not tell us that she have to do it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Right.
Thank you so much for being part of the platform. Quarter 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105. And you're gonna be live. Barrio Visionary Television say, good evening, Chief. I am watching from Grand Jida Counties, where you Disco Hill community. Barrio, thank you so much. Let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. Good evening.
Good evening, brother.
What is your name and where are you calling up from?
The name with me, Agostin W. Chita, and I join you from my Bolivian community.
Agostin W. Chita, let hear you. Is it Chita or Chita?
Chita is capital CHA-T-T-E-R.
Okay, T-E-R. Okay, yeah, Chita.
C-H-A-T-T-E-R.
Okay, I'll take that as a Chita. Let's go ahead, let hear you, Mr. Chita.
Okay, thank you. Grand Jida is for us. So we have to make Grand Jida a better county. So this morning, I think many callers we call on your program this morning. And we flag out a certain issue that have to do with the Broad Street.
Yes, of course.
So we'll continue to call on the radio to flag it out. We still encouraging one another. Those of us that called this morning, but the canton said we are going to have meeting to youth building. But then we went there, we were only few. So we still encouraging the calls that come in this morning and the calls that will be adding so that we have that being achieved.
Okay.
Thank you for giving me the time.
Thank you so much. Augustine W. Chita, Mr. Chita, thank you so much for being part of the platform.
No problem.
Thank you. So, folks, if you are there this evening, this is the Bear to D for today. Is Friday, the 10th day of July, 2026. Let's hear you tonight. Let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. Good evening and welcome. Caller, are you there?
Yes. Hello.
Yeah. Hello. What is your name and where are you calling up from?
I'm Joseph Capel calling from Disco Hill.
Mr. Capel, let me hear you.
Yes. My concern is about the whole Liberia because nowadays when school closing, credit card can be shared the same day. Then no one waiting for credit card after country for this money. But it's very embarrassing me if school closed, then no credit card yet. You had to sit for some time before we get credit card.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's my concern.
Okay, so you simply mean the before then grade cards were used to be distributed the same day.
Yes.
Yeah, but now these days they can only go and have the program, then they tell you, say you go come.
Yeah.
Good. Anyway, thank you. We're gonna talk about that, but the system are changing bit by bit. Thank you so much for being part of the platform.
Okay.
Good.
Thank you.
Okay. Call 0881-1435-04 0776-105-105. Let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Chris. This is Justin K. Coming to our listening and learn.
Hey, my brother. As I hear your voice, I can be happy. Thank you so much. When I hear your voice, I can be happy. Listening and learn. Let's hear you tonight, Justin K.
Yeah. Attention I've been doing to water and school.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The way our representative and giving at least helping LRB energy to buy them wire and other things, and they help water and school to buy some pipes so they can take water to distribute water all in the community. Because school coming open are the main reason our children can be late for school because I one hand pump or y'all go there, y'all 500 online. One person want drop 15 bucket for releasing a hand pump for another person. Or I can be the student that mean they going to school late because to fresh water. So we beg them to at least look at that direction and help water and sewer to get them some pipes so they can distribute water in the community because I'm morning left on bathe on a shower and flush some more. And you kitchen sing and thing will not even be looking at the current all the time. No, we see current and fun for water too like it made life. We want water in our kitchen. Morning left now one layer one bathe on a shower. At least hot and cold water, no need to go get a bucket in the bathroom again. At least you can bathe on a shower. And they decide to help the people so they can get them some pipes to distribute water in the community because the main reason students can be late for 500 persons standing on land to draw for one hand pump. We need to eradicate that electricity and other things then have to bring modern system into being. I'm due tonight.
Thank you so much. Listening, Elaine. I know you listen to from somewhere and you get it to see it. Thank you. It's a very important point. Thank you so much for being part of the platform.
Thank you, my brother.
Okay. Let's hear you tonight if you are there listening. What is on your mind? See the great point that our callers are expressing in tonight. Let's hear you. People that are out there listening, following the platform. If you are following also, not have a time to call, you can send in your comment. If you are watching, say I am watching. Yeah. If you have a question, you can ask the question, or if you have your recommendation, you can say what is on your mind, and we're gonna read it out, put it on the screen and read it out. So let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. Hello. Okay, we lost that caller. Caller 0881-1435-040776 105 105 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. Let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. Good evening and welcome.
Hello, Augustine Beware.
Chris Beware.
Chris, excuse me. Chris Beware. Sorry, man.
Yeah, no problem, no problem.
Okay, I'm Joe W. Sacco calling from Zoobush, commonly called Fox Ayima Sacco veteran.
Okay, Mr. Sacco, I hear you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the program. For a long time, I stopped coming on show.
Yeah, of course.
Tonight, I having a late chance because I was not well in body for a few weeks. Nobody to ask for me. The old man would always be with us on the 3 station. We start seeing, we start hearing. When the last night I talk about Top FM, Voice of Judah.
Okay. Anyway, sorry, but I thank God for coming back.
Okay. God will always help the old man. Thank you very much for the show tonight. What happened here is that I want to talk on the education business.
Okay, let hear you.
Yeah, the education business in our country here is very, very hard. The government too, I can't blame the government because if the government say no, free education from ABC to government, I agree, but you the government can't agree.
Mr. Sacco, your line is very cracky. Mr. Sacco, your line is very cracky. I think you need to call back. If you are getting me, your line is very cracky. We're not understanding anything from you. So what you need to do, just call us back. Change your location and call back. Let's go to the phone line and talk to Mr. William. Amos William. Let you, sir. I beg you, please take her. That's an African country.
Amos William once again from Calvary community. You know, I always say early, sorry. Sorry.
No problem. We are two here always.
Yeah, thank you very much. You are a good guy. Thank you. Oh, you know, I will tell you something that I don't know, but I would think I would say for the next coming. Our children, our girl children now, they're out of focus. That means when I say out of focus, that means the thing they do, we can't even understand it, we can't even see it. Because there are many in the street, especially when Sunday. You see, yes. When I Sunday, they live with their parents, they are, but this thing that the mother encouraging these girls children because it's to say you go you might get an own key, you have a 90 set. And you say that you will add it for food for me. You see? So our girls children are spoiled. The more you see somebody get outside Sunday. When one of my football games they go on Sunday, I will tell you the truth. Yes. Coming home, somebody will ask me to pay their way to go home. I say, where are you coming from? You say, for Crabville. They say, what are you going to do here? And then once you walk, you look at it, what you I don't want to say something. So it was frustrating. So I said, okay, hold on, get on the ball, let me see, get on the bike, let me see, go.
Okay.
And she got on the bike, she was going, and she was laughing. Then I looked for long, I said, that girl going, maybe she will stop somewhere, but at your level, and she do leave her off. Thank you very much. I'm waiting once again. We say for your show.
Thank you so much, Mr. William. Thank you so much for being part of the platform this evening. If you are there, call on 0881 1435 04 0776 or 105 105 0881 1435 04. Let's go to the phone line and talk to this guy. Hello.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good. You have to lower your radio or you move away from the radio.
Yeah, I don't have a radio.
Okay.
I need to, I say,
Mr. Sacco.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much. On the school business I was talking about, I only have 2 teams, the school and our leader that just entered the county. for the school. I finished with it because the people will not start cheating on Aki. I will talk, sir. The people wanted the plastic when they get home, so the plastic, the women will go to market. So that one, it can finish. But to the government, our boys and girls, we elected that up there. Every one of them, I think few people here. But they themselves look at the city. We can't talk, but so long they're in the city, they must try the best because they're the only people who depend on the COCO chairman. Those who were the COCO up there, every one of them, they are here. So at least when they call up for meeting in a city house and have meeting with us, tell all about do. Tell all how the Grand Jire come, the Jire Mountain, Putu Mountain coming open. I mean, so we'll get small information from them because we can't just be here and they say the company will open, they say the company. When you will come, your leader then you will come and have meeting with us to tell us. Only over radio.
Thank you.
And there's the county that have there's the county that have the Putu Mountain. It's Grand Jire. So when the people here, when they are here, after the first when they came for that break, the president called them by. They went by. There where it was when they have that meeting. We just heard about the meeting over radio. So when they come, they can't say we are at least to tell all or come over media and tell us say, what happened on your mountain business. I mean, then I want it on radio. They can't call the people and tell them. And the second thing is that when they came, I don't know if there are 4 or 5, the 5 of them correct, or that 3 person come, they went to Bau Sound to go settle the dispute between the citizen, Bolu and Zerita and Kumatown. So then they must soon forget. They must think about Putu. Putu, Gareth Town and Duo Town and William Ballad there. Then for Bazon, police bring it there. The police that did a riot. Then for Chia, the 2 people that lost, the 2 boys then are lost. Whether they found them or not, we don't know. So at least let one of them come over here to let us know how they in the county whether that break the year for something. I mean, there is all right. But the way they're doing it, we don't have nobody up there.
Thank you.
The people we elected will send up there. When they come, we can't know. Only few people don't know. That many will tell us, say the people here. But then you think that I will run a country until it says finish and we'll say for another election again? No. So I'm pity to them. Our women are pity to them. All people about them too. Let it think about the citizen. Call in the city hall and tell us something about our county. How they got 400,000 business here.
Thank you.
We cost no, until they come. So they can't talk about one thing at least to say, the cow there in the town, carrying shade all around, damaging people thing all around. We can't talk on one thing, my people. Thank you, beware. Thank you. That's what I want to say.
Thank you, Mr. Joe W. Sacco. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you too.
Okay, before we go to our panelists, let me highlight and put okay. This one is from Iniesta Ellis D. Wulu. You say, I am following live. Iniesta Ellis D. Wulu. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We move to the next one. Ire W. Willie. You say, I am Ire Doe Willie, following live from McOffee community. Ire Doe Willie, thank you so much for following the broadcast. The other one say, I am watching from Cleveland City, Maryland County, Darlington Tower. Darlington Tower, thank you so much. Just share the broadcast. Share the broadcast. Yes, indeed. The one says Barrio Vision Television. Barrio Vision Television say, good evening, Chief. I am watching from Grand Jeda County, Zwayu, Disco Hill Community. Barrio, thank you so much. Thank you so much for following. We move to the next one. Here. This one is Demetric Tor. Demetric Tor. Yeah, this is Demetric Tor. Demetric Tor say, good evening, sir. Brother, I am following you from Kuda Bypass Community, Zwayu City. Dimitri Tor, thank you so much for being part of the platform. Thank you so much. Let's go to the phone line and take the caller right here. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
What is your name and where you calling us from?
Jeremiah Bayi from PDP.
Jeremiah Bayi, eh?
Bayi. Yeah, Bayi.
How you spell your Bayi, please?
G-A-R-O-Y-E-E.
G-A-R-O-Y-E, eh?
E-E.
G-E.
Y-E.
Okay, let's go ahead.
Yeah, that means Sonny Dami.
Yeah.
Yeah, our brother and our Lord. They say people should go look for them. They were going a hunting week before the law, or they were walking by land before they made the rule. Then they say people should go look for them. The people that called them from their house to go back. Why they can't pull that man out from in jail? Then they must ask, so they can ask in group about that people. But they say they must go look for them. Where they will go look for them? People are going to be in law. Somebody called them from their house to go back. Why they can't ask that man? Really? Question that you know about our people. So that's what I have to say.
Jeremiah, Mr. Bayi, thank you so much. Yeah, your point is well taken. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes, the people would not go on their own. Even when they were working, said somebody working with them. Okay, let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. Hello.
Yes. Good evening. This is Broughton Case Lawyer.
Okay, Broughton. Yeah, is it Broughton? Yeah, Broughton, let hear you.
Thank you so much, BY. Let me extend my greeting to the entire citizens to King and those of our family members that are in order listening to us. The situation remains the same. I am the father of the missing child.
Okay.
Randolph A. Loyu, and the brothers in Geoffrey W. Silver. You see, Randolph, the situation is not easy with us. The family members continue to be shedding tears and seeking help, that in which the government will come in so that they can come into this matter, so that our family members can be seen. But from my observation, there are too much of delay into this process. You know, as the person that just left the land just said, there is no means that people should even go in a forest to go and search for people in it.
Are you there, Mr. Ngulato?
Yes, I am here. I hope you're getting me too. Yes, don't know in the hunting bush that in which people will go in the hunting bush to go and look for them. The man then directly is responsible for what is happening. So when people are saying that they're going to look for them, the government have to pressurize that man. When they pressurize him, he will tell the government what is unfolding. So this is the problem that we are facing with the government. Actually, we are facing problem as we speak. The two and the people there is nothing happening. It is true that in Bolu area there. That's what the people came for. And when they came out, they called us in the meeting. We told them in the meeting that this is not the end of what he's talking, what he's telling us, because they asked us what would be the way forward. And I told them in the meeting that the way forward is for our people to come back to see they want to go. I was expecting to come last week that they went back to Monrovia. So it's not easy. This is not how people treat the people. We are the one that elected them. So for any other reason that is happening, they have to come back to us. So the situation is tense.
Burton, before you go, let me ask you this question.
Ask me, brother.
Yeah, they said that the county attorney asked you people for money. Did you people give him money?
Brother, this money that we're discussing is not to say that he demanded us for this money. Yes, he asked us. He said, for now, I don't have money so that we can start running after the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can bring this money so that we can start running after the situation. And yes, we gave it to him. But lastly, he gave us back the money.
Okay, when he backfired.
Yes.
Okay, so he gave the money to you people.
Yes, he gave it back to us.
And how much was the money?
He gave it back to us.
Okay, so besides the people calling you out to the other time, you don't have any meeting, you're not getting any information.
You know what?
I said, since they call you out to the time you have the meeting when the lawmaker came, and since that I know how you call it time.
In Blake Town.
Blake Town. You guys not have any information again, or the police are not tell you about the investigation, what is going on.
My man, let me tell you, the police themselves, they are yet to get tangible information. Logically, if something is happening into any of these zero towns and you go there for checking, the citizens themselves should be waiting. But they are not doing that. Citizens sitting in the town, or policemen will go in the town and sit in the town because the police don't know the areas to where to check. They don't know the areas, so that the citizens are supposed to be ahead of the people and then to find solution. But they are sitting in the town. How do you expect police to get information?
Do you know the man full name that called the children to go and buy cocoa that is in the prison?
Yes. Now? Yes, I know his name.
Okay, what is the full name, please?
My name is Chris Robert Bodwo.
Okay.
Yes, he's from Bodwo Town.
Okay.
Yes. So this is the situation that actually causing serious problem. According to them, when they went to Africa, they came back. In Africa, they went to medicine. The man told them, say, the two people, they are alive. They turned around, they went to the second woman. The second woman said, yes, they are alive. But they are down the river to your area. So when you went to somebody and say, yeah, they are alive, they're down to your place, it meaning that you have to ask that woman to tell you the location of the people so they can bring the people. They know exactly where the people are.
Okay.
So we are requesting for the help of the government to come in so that our people can come back to us. And we're also asking our family members in Grand Jade, whether you're from River G, whether you're from Grand Jade, you can come from Nimba, you can come from any other place. Come and join us so that we can fight, so that the people can come back to life. Enough is enough. Children will be living, going to that area and be getting missing. You can't go to Niabo, you got missing. You can't go to Kunibo, you got missing. But as soon as you carry just on the road, you got missing. It's a serious problem and been happening several times. So the people, we have to come out so that we can find solution to this.
I don't know you were aware. One guy called on the top monitor 2 different times. Day before yesterday and today he called that he was going to Monrovia to engage other radio station that comes Monday. There will be protests. I don't know you were aware of that.
I'm not aware. But I just got the information this evening.
Okay.
If this is the case, meaning that it is fruitful. This is what I want to do. This is why we are asking people to join us to do. But there are some other secret hands that even paying people, that even see sympathy in us, to join us. Can you imagine? Some people, some let me just say some lawmakers are giving out money to people so that they can deviate from us. It's very frustrating. People that are willing to support us, they will pass around and get us more money so that the people can live on our single cycle to go and step aside. This situation is actually inhuman. That is what happening to us. Paying people secret money whenever you see them on the Facebook, you begin to give them money so that the people can live for us and then for us to be alone so that the case can die down. This is not the reason why we elected people.
So, before we leave you, thank God you called tonight. What would be your message to the surrounding community, Grand Jidda, the citizens, and the rest of the people? What would be your message to them? And how do you want to handle the whole thing?
Thank you so much. Let me say this again to the people of Boston District. Go and flow. And say this to Funable District, Travel and Grio. Can't district alive. All of our citizens that from out county that came in this country to come and settle. I am appealing to all of you. Enough is enough. That in which our people, our children, our gifts that from God, that God gave us to be our supporters in the future. That enough is enough. That whenever our children go out, they will be getting mercy. It's bad. It's wrong. So I'm asking all of you to come out. Come out 1, 2, 3, in 4, so that we all can stretch against this, disappearing, so that it can be stopped. There is something happening in Grand Jidda, but when all of us will come together as parents, women come out, motorcycles come out, motorcycles, so that we all can stretch against this. Our brothers are in Europe, that listen to us, America, please come to our rescue so that this problem will be stopped immediately, and so that this disappearing in Grand Jidda will stop. And I pray and I wish that if you come in fully, those people that have been kept in Chesoni will come out, and that will not be repeated anymore. This is my message to them.
Call your name and then what is your name again, please?
My name is Broughton Case Loyu Senior, the father of Randolph Case Loyu, a 12th grade student at Baptist, and the brother-in-law of the Geoffrey W.S. Klebe for the 5-year-old man with 12 living children.
Thank you so much. We hope you take heart and get prepared to link with other people to join you. Thank you so much for joining our line tonight.
Thank you so much, brother.
God bless you.
Okay.
So we have our host here now. Yeah, we've been taking calls. We have our host. Oh my word, sorry. Calls are coming in, but Mr. Wright, before we go to Mr. Wright, let me do a due diligence to our follower on Facebook. I read the other, comments. Let me come to this one. Let me come to the one quickly. We have 3 here stand by. This one from Barrio Visionary Television. You say, I sincerely thank you for the excellent work. We could like to know about the fight between the 2 police officers. Okay, Barrio, thank you. We will speak to that if we have a clue on it. And we go to the next one. Stanley Wallow. Stanley Wallow say, I am following from Putu and from Peno community. Yeah, Stanley Wallow, thank you so much. We go over to Michelle Wolotu Jr. Michelle Wolotu Jr. say, I am following from Putu Tiamata. Michelle, thank you so much. Yes, indeed. Mr. Wright, if you are there, let's turn the gavel over to you. Yes. If you are there, let's turn the gavel over to you. We have callers coming in, but we've been taking calls. So I don't know if you are not available. Okay. It's over to you, Mr. Wright.
Thank you. Let have Mr. Nuvo handle to this day. Okay. Mr. Nuvo, it's up to you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. I want to look at some of the calls. I will very first.
Mr. Numo, before you continue, please allow Madam Smith to speak to the people since she entered. She has not yet spoken.
Okay.
Thank you very much, and I'm happy again to be here, part of the program, and to see everyone fresh and ready for another night of informative information coming out. But before I give the floor back to you, I would like to just say something a little bit on the calls that came in pertaining to the alleged missing persons. When it comes to this situation, especially hearing that a particular road in your county is known for people disappearing from there. Every particular indigenous part of town, meaning a town that's way inside, they are led by the town committee, which is your town chief, your deputy town chief, youth chair, etc., etc. That you have is investigated even before it gets to the police. If you're alleging that money is being passed around to stop the efforts of protest, so on and so forth, I think what needs to be done now, you have to find a focal person, someone that will be responsible to leave your county, come into Monrovia and go to central headquarters. Come prepared with a letter, a bit of evidence to prove your allegation that these 5 or 4 people are missing, so that the IG can receive this communication and know how best to answer to your call. But you cannot handle it through the media. We can only give you that medium platform to say what you want to say, but not everybody is listening to every station that you will go and carry your grievance. So do it the right way. Get a lawyer. Your lawyer has a legal right to go to this particular vicinity of location where these children are allegedly were kidnapped from or have become missing. Yesterday, I stated that not every person that lost is missing. As we look deeper into this story, it seems as if these 5 or 4 alleged missing people might have been engaged in going for goods that probably was not legally there to be taken. If somebody is in jail, which you said is the person who sent them to go there, then I think this might be under some kind of a criminal investigation. Something there is being investigated. And I think everyone should just let the law work, get a lawyer so that you can know what's happening between the law and this case here, than to be protesting. Hold a protest yet. Do it the legal way. Get your lawyer. Your lawyer have the right to fight for you. Thank you very much. And I'm happy again to be on the program.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Madam Emotion, Claudie. It is good. Your statement is good. But when it comes to human lives, we have to be careful or what kind of response we make. I mean, or what kind of dangerous goods they might have gone for, or ran to Monrovia and they are in Monrovia with perhaps stolen motorcycles. I don't think we should do speculations like that. That's my take on the issue. I feel that the community people, the civil society organizations should rally around the parents of the missing boys to see how they can help. I'm from Maryland, so I know what I'm talking about. I know what happened or how 7 people, got hanged in Harper because of racialistic killing. I'm not saying that I 100% agree with what happened then, but when it comes to human rights, we need to be kind of, I know if discreet is the right word in approaching the issues. Okay, to the callers. The first caller talked about women wearing short clothes. I feel that women are liberated. So I don't, maybe he would say that I'm saying it because I'm in America. No, I'm not saying it because I'm in America. Women are liberated. The way we treat women in Liberia, in Africa, we need to stop. Men can wear drawers and walk in a village. Nobody will say anything. Nobody. And then woman go to work, man go to work, do farming work. When they get home, the man sit down and the woman cook. That's not how we should treat or teach our women. Okay. Mr. Nippy, could you mute us? Thank you. And when James Wilson talked about national police, he did not explain what he was talking about. One, Amos Williams talked about African countries, talked about football, but I don't want to be like some Liberian leaders here to talk about football on this platform. And one, Solomon Clark said thanks to the DEA in Zwedru, the ghettos are reducing. I mean, I would say reducing, but it's saying have reduced. And one marker gave said that the city mayor need to do a better job. The city is dirty. He promised to clean the city, to make sure that the city is clean, and I agree with him. Our cities must be clean. And Emmanuel Sacco talked about education business. I think he's the one who talked about giving report cards way after school close. Why you cannot give the report cards out during the day of closing? It opened a gate for mango. So we cannot keep the children on report cards. You can even close the school, give out the report cards, and graduation, you have a graduation day separate from the closing of the school. That's what they do here. So why we can't do it? We don't have enough days in the school year that people in America have enough days. And one Williams talked about girls asking for money, for transportation or this and that. I know why he was driving at, but I don't want to go there. So the Putu Mountain issue, one speaker, one caller highlighted it, that it is not being treated with seriousness, and I agree with him. And Mr. Blolu, one of the parents of the missing boys, I agree with him. I feel that we should join him. We should join hands and highlight the issue, highlight the severity of the issue on this show, and even on every show in the county, maybe in the country. I mean, he talked about, even though there's no evidence, but he talked about some big people giving money, So who knows? 2029 is in the corner. So that is my take on the questions or the statements the caller made. Honorable Nipe, welcome to I Beg to Differ. I know you will 100% differ with me tonight, so I'm prepared for it. Thank you. Welcome and meet our people. You speechless or what?
Are you preempting the man?
Well, the last initial plays an important part. He is Josh Noble, and I am Christopher Nipe. So you see that end there plays well, we are not opposed to each other. Let me say it's a good day, a very good Friday. And we always say, thank God it is Friday. To our listeners, many listeners in the radio and TV landscape, we say welcome. To Ashi and our noble host, it's a pleasure joining you at this time. Sometimes you see I have some intervening circumstances. Visitors will come, or I'll be with my doctor or elsewhere. So I will hope that understanding is brought to my presence sometimes at 5:30, 6 o'clock or so. Having said that, it's a good day to be with you. And Mr. Nugo, I'm back. If I see any reason to differ with you, I'll just filter what you say, and then we can move on.
Okay. Mr. Host.
Carry on, Mr. Nugo. It's all yours tonight.
Okay. What is on your mind for discussion today?
Oh,
wow. Nothing really.
Why are you thinking of it? Let me start. I saw an article on our sister station that said, some guys that were engaged in human trafficking, they had Liberians paying from $950 to over $4,000, and they kept them, and the female were molested, and these people were kept at prisoners on, I don't know where Banga town is, but it says on Robertsfield Highway. And these people was sentenced today for 50 years. And another story I saw was that the House of Representatives approved the printing of 79 billion Liberian dollars today. Is on the Daily Observer, and on the same Observer, I read that President Boakai seeks approval for 30 million Salaye Konya Road loan. I think the effort started in a weird time to get a loan, but the financing were not available. And so I think President Boakai is giving it a jump start. Those are the three things that are on my mind. So back to you. Anyway, let's go to Madame Claudie.
Thank you very much. One interesting call that, well, actually it wasn't a call, it was a Facebook comment that Chris, pretty much read out. And there was a question they were asking about the altercation between two officers.
Right.
I'm not really sure which altercation they're talking about because there was two different altercations in Grand Jita. Facebook gives us access to get bits of little information from all over the counties. And the main altercation that I really, really want to talk about involves two AFL guys, officers, with an alleged in-law of one of the officers. And I think this happened on the 7th of July. So in this altercation, alleged that his brother was an AFL officer. They call Jolapa. He saw him and was like, hey, and called him by his first name. Hey, Darius. And the AFL officer was really annoyed by that. Started allegedly cussing him out, saying, hey, don't call me like that. And the two of them got into a fight. Allegedly, another AFL officer used the butt of his gun and assaulted Craig. One of the issues that we have right now is, and for me, it's not a bad issue, it's a good issue, where we have the AFL has like literally become the police in a lot of our communities. When it comes to crime, especially like hardcore crime, armed robbery, maybe you have grown-up people in your community, the average youth harassing and doing other things in the community. It's always the AFL that the community members would go and bring them and have them handle the case. And the AFL, they don't come to investigate, like to ask questions. They come with sometimes brutality based on how they see the situation. Sometimes they come with just hold that man, carry that man. Where it's never let's talk to everyone and see what happens. Because we know that the AFL has zero tolerance to civilians. It's like we are literally like the bottom of their boots. But knowing that they don't have tolerance for us, they are still playing a double duty role, acting like the police. Yes, it's an issue in some communities. Like, for example, if there's land dispute, whoever calls the AFL first, when they come, they're slapping air, locking people up, beating people. They don't ask questions as to what's really going on ground. So they've always have this hostility about them and how they operate with civilians. In this case, of what happened in Grand Jita. Your own brother-in-law. But because they have zero tolerance to civilians, they brutalized him. I mean, who does that, to take the butt of your gun and hit someone? I have a friend, well, she's late now. That happened to her and she's deceased because of that. And that was allegedly done by one of the bosses of the LDEA about 3 to 4 years ago. So I think that's the issue. That's something we need to be talking about.
Yeah.
What role does the AFL have to play in communities? I mean, I thought their limitation was in their barrack or protecting the nation, like war or other things. But according to some of them, they don't have nothing to do. They're not fighting war. They ain't doing nothing. So they can't just sit down in a barrack whole day. So when their family members or people that come to them take their own time to enter in the barrack, say, oh, please can't help me. Because the police, I know for a fact that the police have limitations as well. They don't go in some communities. They'll tell you, we can't go there. So you have no choice but to call the AFL. But when they come, the AFL too can disgrace you. I mean, you call them for rescue. When they come, sometimes they heat the tension. The actions that they take can even make you, the civilian, have to move from your house because the AFL have literally made everyone angry because you called them. So I think that's something we need to know. Like, what are their limitations? Do they have legal right to come out of the barrack, put their uniform one side, and take on the police role to arrest people? And they don't carry them to the police station; they carry them in the barrack, and so forth.
Okay, thank you very much, Chris. I believe you are the right person to answer the person who posted the comment. Was there any fight in Grand Jita between two police officers? And if so, no, please explain to us.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, there was a fight excellent between two officers. Yeah, especially it happened between the traffic commander called Alassane Ducle, who allegedly brutalized the OPX, who is called Archie Dennis. Yeah, and I think if you go on Facebook, you're going to see that according to other rumor we are getting, this other people, we not get detailed information here, but the little one we are getting, they say it started with joke. But if you go on Facebook, you're going to see the way he ended is very bad for the OPX. He faced damage in his eye, and a fight also happened to Monrovia Gate. Yeah, the DEA guys got into fight at the gate. Two of them.
The 15 gate.
I said Monrovia Gate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you go into Monrovia at the Deweytown area, there were two of them were throwing blow at each other, and the other people were stopping them, and even one of the officer was there, was videotaping them. So, but for the two people, they are not yet, any of them are not yet explained to give the detailed information. So the only thing now that you will see on Facebook is that, the traffic commander, brutalized the OPS of Grand Jita County. But the information, what happened, they are not yet go into detail. So we can't go into that, what they don't talk about, but that is truth. Two officers got into fight. For the other one, nothing happened to him, but for the OPS, if you see his face, it's very bad, but at least thank God he he's alive. And for those who fight at the gate, those two people, nothing happened to them, but they were fighting each other. And it's Facebook Live. But we are not getting any information. They're not ready to explain to the media. I don't know how they want to handle it. But when the time shall come, the media will still bring it out. So it is true. The two officers fight. The police headquarters, they got into fight. And another one got into fight. The LDEA, got into fight at the gate. So that's what happened. Thank you so much.
Okay, can I come in a bit? The altercation, Chris, that happened with the AFL and of course, Darius Jolopaz's alleged brother-in-law, Derek Cray, it happened on the main street of Totown. So if anyone listening to this program is from Totown, we would like to hear from you to tell us a bit about that, because like I said, seeing AFL, we already know they're already a bit guerrilla. When you say guerrilla, it means like they're ready for action, and to see them butting their friend with their gun is out of this world. But I know about the two police altercations because I'm looking here at the Liberian National Police. We have the spokesperson. He's really good and fast at responding to emails. And that situation has been placed under the formal investigation because according to the LNP, there was really no severe injuries. And because of that now, it doesn't have to be handled as a criminal charges or anything like that. It's formally being investigated. So thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Let's move on to the printing. During Ellen administration, money was printed. Money was authorized to be printed. And people complained about it. They said they were going to take the mutilated currency out of circulation. They did not do it. We are government. They sang the same song. They did not do it. Now, President Boakai government is printing $79 billion currency. And they said they're going to take the mutilated currency out of circulation when you get in a taxi with an old currency, mutilated currency. The taxi driver does not take it. And they give a whole lot of excuses. But will there be transparency? If they are putting $1 million into circulation and putting other new money into circulation, are they going to be transparent to show us that this is $1 million of the mutilated currency we're taking out of circulation? I feel that, the fight should be, the fight of the civil society, the fight of all the political parties, and the fight of the lawyers, the fight of the the journalist. So I was stopped there and asked Honorable Nipin to give her his take.
Oh. Well, thank you so much. There are two issues that have been flagged. One has to do with what Claudie and Chris had just spoken about, the AFL versus the Liberian National Police. Two sister organizations who should be collaborating their efforts and should be looked at as brother and sister. But one always tries to dominate the other because they feel that they use the long rifle or gun. And this is unfortunate. And at the same time, sometimes you find policemen fighting. A case in point is what happened in Nimba County, I think, a few years ago, where one of the officers died at the hands of his colleague. Whether that case was investigated and properly laid to rest, the public has not been informed. And now we see it is happening in Grand Chile, where two persons who are very acquainted with each other and have some relationship. They are engaged in the first, and the third angle has to do with DEA. And the question therefore comes is, if those who are armed to protect us will be fighting amongst themselves, what happens when they come to the poor citizens? Because if you see the elephants are fighting, then the grass will perish. And the heads of those organizations should summon themselves in the form of manner to address the kind of unwholesome attitudes in the public domain. But I recall the history of the AFL as far back as February 16, 1900 or 1908 or something like that, where 500 men were enlisted by a gentleman who was a British man from Sierra Leone. And he brought in his men during the Arthur Barclays training. Why was it necessary for the AFL, the Liberian Front, AFF, the Liberian Frontier Force to have been formed? Great Britain and France were eating up our territory as where they were cancerous elements, taking the land area of Liberia. So by February 6, 1908, one Major Carwell was brought in with his men. And the purpose of the armed forces, which were forced from AFF to the Liberian National Guard in 1965, and thereafter Armed Forces of Liberia in 1970, were purposely to defend the territorial boundaries of the Republic of Liberia and not to engage into civil strifes. The police was formed that during the Charles King tenure. I just forgot the fellow, but with the likes of Ticon Black Thompson and those people, where you have the National Bank now, the current National Bank, just adjacent across the road, where Lab Harris headquarters was, where the Liberian National Police headquarters was. That was to protect the civilian, ensure peace, tranquility within the bailiwick of the Republic of Liberia. Unfortunately, there is a clash of two unequal people, the AFL using bomb and grenade, and the police just having a sidearm. To this day, the police has not been rearmed, except the rapid response units which was formed from the riot squad in the early 60s, riot squad, and they then begin to get different names. So the AFL commanding general or the Minister of Defense and the Liberian National Police Force or the Justice Minister have to come into this thing to disengage the people both from a mental perspective that they have to rein in with them, and so that they understand that their duties are to complement each other. One is at the border, so we'll be manning the border exclusively going to so that you can have encroachment. The other one is in the city to make sure that law and order. But if you're going to be beating your brother because you got long gone, then I mean, it's something highly questionable, and we want to ask them why. Then you have the county attorney, you got the superintendent there, you got the mayor's office there. Those offices should be able to come together and with a battalion commander or the company commander, because I don't think they have a battalion in Grand G there. There will be a little company commander there, and to tell the company commander that your soldiers should not be fighting. They're like a brother beating the sister every now and then. He has an opportunity because he has muscles. You see, this should not happen. And for the two drug people, it would seem as though they were fighting war contraband. They had cleared something and they wanted their fair share. And they wanted their fair share. Before we come to the several $1 billion that are being printed, I am concerned about the debt issue. I think we're Mr.
Okay,
Yeah.
1 more minute.
Yeah, I know you always give me half meaning.
Yeah.
The debt issue is another thing where people are mysteriously disappearing. And people are talking about giving family money and all those kind of things. As I think I heard one of the panelists say, the government has a fiduciary responsibility to printing money, but wherein the question has to do with how they will feed out the old money. I don't know whether that happens, because here in the United States, where they have these money that are not good for circulation, they withdraw them out of the place. And I don't think they make report, the government of the United States make report to the public and say, well, we just introduced $10 million in the economy. I don't see that, but we have a right. We have a right to understand the mechanics surrounding why the government wants to take us some limited amount. They did not tell us how much is being destroyed, but they want to buy and go and print. So if that is a new normal, then let it be that way. And that's how I see it.
Mr. Wright, it's to you.
Thank you, Mr. Nubo. Myself, want to tackle the two issues that was raised by Madam Claudia and Mr. Ware. And first of all, but let me go back to what Mr. Nubo said. I also want to make that plea. It is good that we come here every day and we keep this topic alive and burning, the issue of our missing brothers. Like I always said, we were not here when Alfred Donner and many others, the list was released last night. I think Chris released the list from the guy, the motorcycle union president. 5 individuals, 2 in this year, missing, gone, vamoose, no trace. 2. Then the other 2 individuals added there to it. So we're talking 4, just right there. 4, right there in Granger County. 4 gone, no trace whatsoever. Living bodies gone, just like that. So it will mean well for us, because this is not normal. People just go missing and we all pretend that they were never here, that there's no vacuum left by these people. There's no family, no children, no spouse, no loved ones. And we all just put our head in the air and pretend that life goes on. I do want to do that, but it's just difficult to do. Because this thing is like susu. It's going to come around it one day. And we will have to eat the hot susu pot. The question then becomes, will you want people come and just rejoicing and moving on while you going through your pain and sorrow? Or do you want people to rally around you? That is the call we want to make. Let's rally around this family. The work of the authority. Let's make the justice minister, Mr. Oxford Tway in Monrovia, hear this cry so that he can deploy the resources that is needed to do a full-fledged search. Turn over every leaf in that county. Let's be sure that they are not there. Then we can support our search outside the place. But Grand Judah County, believe it or not, is a massive county. It's the second largest in landmass in the country. It is big. Somebody can go missing in a place, and if people don't search the way they're supposed to search, they will not be found. We've seen it with Alfred Dorner. Alfred Dorner going years now. Poor guy. We hope that he's still alive somewhere. But at this time, America takes the calling of search because they don't believe that, there's anybody out there living by this time. If you're out there on your own, somewhere no one knows, they believe the chances of finding you alive is just too slim. So they will call off that search. And I'm speaking in the case of Alfred Dorner. But we don't want that to happen with the new missing people. This is why we got to keep on this fight. Every day we got to talk about it. Every day, because it is important. So I want to move on now to the other topic. I like the way Mr. Nippy gave us a background on this troubling trend of events that it seems to be the norm now between our security apparatus. If the DA and the immigration not putting with you together, that the police and the army. Every day you tune. Every day. Literally, man. You know what I mean? We thought the team was already soft and gone. People act professional. Now here we are, back on the same topic again. So here's what I want to say. I think there's a lack of proper training. That's where I want to put my blame. Maybe we need to ask the army and the police, how are they really training the people? Is the training only taking place on the field, on the training field there with the guns and the physical training, and that's it? Or are training also been carried out in the classroom with discipline, constitutionality? It's been taught as well. I think that's where the emphasis should be placed now. Because for me, this is complete lack of discipline on the part of the two highly respected, highly dependable forces. And I just read a comment, one of the comments, the guy said, don't call the police, don't call the army out for these small civil cases. I don't know what he meant by that. But they're also there to keep the peace. And like Mr. Luba said, the police are under-equipped. The police cannot even handle a bad riot. So people tend to rely on the army. And when the army men come, and he's not going to talk to you like a policeman. You know, he's going to say, hey, stop. Stop. 1, 2. The next one, he's putting his boot up where the sun can reach. Because that's how he was trained. He does not know how to calm you down and say, move on the side, come at me, ask you a question. That's not his training. His training is to put hot to event that he considered to be, or that is considered to be security threatening. He will come and put a halt to it. You may not like it. But I have said on the show here that Gregory Coleman needs to do well and protect his officers. Because I've seen incidents in the streets in Monrovia where people, civilian, brutalize police officers. And we've been told that don't do these things to get arrested. But I said, you got to make them, show it to the public. I used to come and whip them, drag them, why they're skin peeling on the quota. No. Arrest them and show the public that this guy that put his hands on the police officer has been arrested and taken to the police station and fined $1,000 and put behind bars. And if that person don't pay, report every day that person is still in jail because they're not paid the fine yet. And see what happens. You're trying to change people's behavior. You got to create some sense of deterrence. I'm not asking for force. Just use the law. Yeah, when you get in your car, you know you got to be sober. And you follow the signs. Because if you don't do it, when they catch you, you'll never want to drive again in the country. Because you will pay a fine until you know how to pay a fine. That is the deterrence. Lastly, on the issue of the printing of the money, I want to put this in context. That's 79 billion Liberian dollars. Equivalently, it is 435 million to 436 million, depending on the going rate. That is almost 1/3 of your budget. The budget at 1.2 billion, right? Okay. Yeah. This money is almost 3 times that. Wrap that in your mind. That's the money that they have agreed to print over the next 4 years, from 2026 to 2030. But here is the part, and I agree with you, Mr. Nippy. Not every time, the men printed coins, in America. It's all today we print $1 billion coin. No, they don't do that. But when they put a new coin, they will tell the American public, oh, we got a new coin here. The ego here, but we'll move the ego a little bit. And the seal, we'll move the seal down a little, we'll put it up here. The coin was, the diameter was about 1.2, but now we'll make it a 1 point, at one diameter. They tell you all of that. So that when you see the coin in the public tomorrow, you're not, oh, look at this. What is it? Is it real? Where is it coming from? You know that. In this bill, they have $2,000 denomination there. $2,000 note. That should be a reason for public awareness. Enough public awareness. So that tomorrow, if somebody in my hometown, Zayton, sees that $2,000, he won't think this is fake because he never heard about it. You ask him, where's the money coming from? Is it real? Was it printed by the Liberian government? But when you do your awareness and you talk to the Liberian people, you bring them in the conversation. When a guy that sees, oh yeah, I heard about it. I heard I was printing 2,000 Liberian dollar. That is part of the process that we're talking about. But I just want to state this for the record. It's 435 to 436 million.
Yeah,
that's almost, the terror of your budget. That's a big money. Thank you, Mr. Nubo. Back to you.
Okay, thank you very much. They say they don't want to run to the bank or the lawmakers or every year, for replacing these mutilated bills. I mean, it sounds good, but I'm looking at the accountability issue. The people that print or the coins. There are two groups here. I think one in Denver and one in Philadelphia. On a coin, when you look carefully, you will know where it was printed. Whether in Denver or in Philadelphia. And you go there to do inspection. You go in there, you have to get police clearance. That's how secure it is. But we do not print our currency. They print it outside of the country. Out of the 436 million, I don't know how much money they would pay to print it. And it's a shame. When I went to Liberia 2024, the way they cut the bills, cut it at an angle. Hello, they play money. But my point is that this time around, when they are taking $1 million out of circulation, we should know. So, Claudie, please come in.
Thank you very much again. And if anyone is just getting in on the program, I'm Claudie, also known as Emotions. And my take on this, wow, I got a lot to say, but I know that the House of Legislature is seeing this whole currency printing stuff as a dangerous gamble. And I'm sure that they're really focusing on that statement because of its excessive value. And the volume of which it doesn't match the country's total projected currency, stretching from now to 2030. They have every so period of time we have a projected amount of something we want to establish, and it exceeds that projection. So that's what they mean by the excessive volume. And then they talk about the hyperinflation threat, devaluing the Liberian dollar. I mean, when you put all that kind of money out, the Liberian dollar gets devalued, and the U.S. again climbs up, and then we have goods going up, prices going up on everything. We know as the citizens how we suffer when such actions are taken, especially when it's too much money coming out there. But then we got to look at mobile money. Right now, the whole country is surviving on mobile money, SendWave, all those little things that we have now to protect our money, save our money. Anytime you want your money, you go to a mobile money area, you get your money out. We've been straining with the 1,000 notes. Now they're bringing a 2,000 note. And that 2,000 note right there is a contradiction. Because again, it's going to affect mobile money and every other company you can think on. Because if you get a $2,000 note, imagine how long it would take you to bust it, break it down. Because if you're going to buy $100 or $200 Kobo rice, because right now Kobo rice is 300 Liberian dollar. The U.S. rate right now is 180 Liberian dollars. So if you do the math, if you have a $2,000 note, you carry it to the Kobo shop, they're not going to change it. You'll hold that $2,000 for a very long time. And guess what happens? You're not going to need to use mobile money. You don't need money because you got a $2,000 note. You're still trying to break. You're still trying to get it changed. So these are challenges that we're looking at. But the overall challenge that affects us, the citizens, we all know that when we get new printed money, the old money hides itself. Don't ask me how, but it hides. It like literally just vanishes. Because majority of those that are changing money are getting their money from lawmakers and people that handle a lot of money. So what they do is they convert their US to Liberty. Say, my man, did it 150,000. You go change money with it. And when these things happen, those guys that are changing money will start to hide it because they want the new notes. Because they have a system with central bank when new notes come out. All those that are registered to change money, registered as agents to do bureaus, registered to do Western Union, mobile money, it affects everybody, everything. And us in particular, the normal citizen, because the rice you used to buy 2005, everybody want a new note. They will increase the price just to hold that new note from you. They want to see that $2,000 note. So prices increase to get it out of us because everybody can afford to have a $50 note. Now I got a $50 note in my pocket, $100 note in my pocket. But the new notes I don't have and I want. So therefore I'm going to hide my old notes to get my new notes. So we have to be looking at these little things because if we're printing out money, we also have to have some kind of like arrest gender, you know, that protects the money changers because they're the ones that play games with us. The US rate is 118 now, but anytime they feel they can bring it up or bring it down, depending, maybe they want to save up money to buy something new. So today they'll put US rate 175. And when the other people changing money along that road, along that town, along that street, along that county, along that district, see that 175, they're going to deduct their owner rate from 180, maybe to 178. And guess what happens? It becomes it will become just like a domino. It will collapse, and then that's how the rate starts to drop drastically. It would gradually, and then it just dropped. And then now we're suffering. We're eating dry rice for days. Some of us, Gary, some people are even eating poto. They don't have a stable meal. Their meal is $60 poto with 2 bags of water a day. So all those things need to be looked at when such things are being signed into the House of Legislature. They're quick to sign it because majority of them have the liberty that they need to have money changers changing money. So they're the ones going to get the first dip on these new notes. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. You broke it down very good for us. They had a new note in circulation when I went to Liberia 2024. But when you go to Money Changer, you will see all the old dilapidated notes. And that's the one they give you for the going rate. If you want the new notes, they give you different rate. So not only the $2,000 denomination, but the new notes, when the money changers get the new notes and get the new notes, and they still keep their old notes, I mean, you have a problem. we have problem. I think the best thing would be, the money changer will take all the old notes they have and give the old notes to the bank. And the bank give them new notes. And the exchange rate will be the same. Number two is that we are not, when I say we, I'm talking about the Liberian government. We are not disciplined. We will push all the economy can eat, push it on the market. And then exchange rate go over $200 per US dollar. And the people who are sitting on the ground, the little people, with people who do not even have the means of getting or send way from the US, they will suffer the most when the rate go up. So, Chris, we want you to come in with your input, and then after that we can go on the line.
Okay, let me say thank you to every one of you. Thank you so much. And I like the way Madam Smith put it. It's very important, and especially those of us that are living in Liberia. But I just want to ask a question to those of you that are living in the United States. Yeah, my question is like this. You guys have $1,000 note, bank note in the US? $1,000, the same way we have $1,000 note in Liberia. You have it there?
No.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much. And my other question again is, you have 500 bank note in America there?
No.
Thank you so much. When I started with the whole thing, some of all we talk about it. Our government, as Mr. Numbo said, every one of us, we have a problem, Liberian already. We find a means to learn how to minimize the corruption, the problem we are facing. Then people are printing those money, $500. The time they brought in $500 and 1,000, it create a problem. Out of sitting here, I can tell you I'll have 100,000 in my pocket and walk with it on the street. 100,000 in my pocket and walk with it on the street. So now if the government, they are not telling us the total amount, it happened before, they are not telling us the total amount that were missing and they want to print. And when they came in, they brought about $500 and they brought about 1,000. Now they are talking about 2,000. You know what that means? The reason sometimes we have problem with money, that money is not on the market. One representative will have 2, 3, 5 billion in their horse in the bag. They don't have to take that money to the bank. So now, if they print $2,000 on one single paper, bank note, you know what's going to be happening? Even anybody, you come to Liberia, you can have $500,000 in your pocket. Because it can be very small. I'm telling you, I can have 200,000 in my pocket and nobody will know see I have money in my pocket. So if I, Chris, are speaking now, if I even have $500 million of the 2,000, $500 million, it can be in my house. It create problem because it's not in the bank, so money will be shutting from the market. Just like what Madam Smith said. If they take the money, they will have it in their house and they give it to money changer. And if they want more US, they take the money back and they say no liberty and they carry the rate up. They can take that money to the bank. So now if you go to the bank not have money saving. No money there that people saving in the bank. And government will give the mandate that we're making, we're working in collaboration with you people. So when time comes, you'll pay I'll pay the civil servant, we will pay you back. So the fact is, let's look at U.S. those developed country don't have that print that kind of band note. Then Liberia printing that kind of money. While we stay suffering, we now have road, we now have good things in our country. We're fighting, we are praying. Then people Liberia have 1,000 band note. Liberia have 2,000 band note. So that, for me, I'm looking at it like they just want to create more suffering on the poor people. Those who are struggling to survive. Those who are struggling to survive. So I want to say, I think it's not necessary. I'm looking whatever money they want to print, but the fact that if you print certain money, it creates problem in the country. You there, you can send 1,000 in Liberia, then it change it into Liberty. That is plenty of money. And that money, your son or your daughter keep that money in a house, then take it to the bank, put it in on the bay, or put it somewhere else, because it will not be plenty. So printing 2,000 band notes, even the 1,000 is creating problem. The 500 creating problem, then 2,000. For me, I see that they just want to create problem for the Liberian people. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Let me just come in there small.
I want to make some.
Mr. Noble?
Before you come in, I want to make some clarification. U.S. had $1,000 banknote before. That was when Grover Cleveland was president.
But we're not talking about that time now.
I printed in 1945. U.S. officially discontinued in 1969 the printing of 500, 5,000, and 10,000 notes. That was in 1968. And that's the clarification I wanted to make. Thank you. So you can add in.
Thank you very much. I think his question was centered around the now.
Oh, okay.
Currently, presently, now, that is not the case. But I think our lawmakers with good intentions have not seen the need to addressing the economic aspect of this morning meeting and what have you. As we speak, unlike before, you do not have 5 cents, you do not have 10 cents, you do not have 20 cents, 25 cents, 50 cents, and you do not have $1. And those are the foundational monetary instruments, because 25 cents will equal to $1 and so forth. But they are jumping. It's like you're trying to jump over something that you have no power to jump over. And using the weight of governance to doing so. I recall during the years that we were coming off the Liberian currencies, and Liberian passport was printed by a British company in London. I think that the company, if I'm not mistaken, is De La Rue. They were printing Liberian passports. So the proliferation of our official, our diplomatic passports was nothing of concern as it is now. And I hope, and I know the current Minister of Foreign Affairs is doing her best to make sure that she can step out those things. Because the passports are being printed in Ghana. Mm-hmm. So, and they call that ECOWAS passport, but you could print the same ECOWAS passport in London. We did a paper on that when we were at the embassy. talking about the risk factor, the criminalities that will be involved if the passport were made in Ghana. As a matter of fact, they had anticipated making the passport by Sabana on Broad Street, and we kicked again that. In the content of that paper that I wrote, we discouraged the government from doing that. Some people will be in denial because they have changed their coats, and they may be wearing gowns now in a different locality of governance. But we were very, 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 very intentional, and we told them, if you did this thing, this is what is going to happen. So Liberian passport is like mine on the market. Everybody has it, and they are in possession of the diplomatic passport. But again, I'm sure that the current foreign minister, has a heel on that, on those kind of things. So if they were to reconsider printing the 5 cents, the 10 cents, and all of those things, it will help to balance. There will be the economic shock absorbers that we had during the Totman, Tolbert, even though era. And the printing of this, to avoid this consecutive printing of money, this is why I'm coming in with De La Rue in London. Because when they print the Liberian dollars, unlike the CFA francs, which is 2,000 francs, I think that's what Liberia is going to now. And our dollars will be strong. Mutilation will be difficult. It will be something like the printing of the US $1 that you can use for more than 10 years, and they will not fade off for people to always come up with these mechanics that they want to print money. I think what our legislators should be looking at now is to see how we can add value, come up with laws on the book that say, okay, we want to start the rubber industry, for instance. Firestone have been here for 99 years. We want to add some value to our commodity. We want to start brewing coffee in Liberia, Robusta and Liberia coffee. We want to be like Ghana and Abidjan to brew our own cocoa. We want to be like Ghana and start making things made in Ghana. Once we start making things made in Liberia, the incidents such as what we are discussing, or 79 billion, which is equivalent to 36 million US dollars, will be defeated. And it was good that Claudie raised the flag, that there will be hoarders. Maybe she didn't want to use that word. They will hoard the money. They will keep the money in their homes. One big man, another big lady will say, look here, my money what I got, so 60 million of the new money will be right in the house for her to be buying her chicken soup, or him to be buying a farina. So we need to move from this kind of situation. It's like good and evil. Is the intention good? Perhaps yes. Or yes. But will the effect be bad? Yes. The effect will be negative, as Chris has just alluded to. People now want to bank money again. Because if you can have 20,000, 2 times 10, that's 20. You have $20,000 in your house, or 40 or 50 or $100,000 in your house, you can be using it small. So the bank there will have no money in the bank. So the money that you said you were taking off, the bad notes that you were taking off, will still be in circulation. It will still be in circulation, like a man who wants to take DDT and say he wants to kill all the flies, but the chemical is not strong enough, so the flies stay in the town. And that will be an example of what we'll be experiencing. So we have a number of issues in Liberia that we have to keep putting on the front burner. The Army and the LMP, the police against police, DA against DA. They want $19.2 million drug bust. They're missing 4 persons. I would say missing 7 persons. We are leaving all the first 3 persons that were missing in Moserado County. That want to do, yeah.
Mr. Nepe, you have 15 seconds.
I'm wrapping up, sir.
You have to go on a line and
I understand.
I don't think we'll get to the other topics.
No, we'll get there.
No, we're not.
So we have to we have to think about those, all of those things that are bad actions by bad actors in the country. I rest right there.
Thank you. Even though
Mr. Nubo,
I don't see how printing new money, more money, will boost the Liberian dollar.
But that's what I just said.
I don't see, the connection with
value. I would like to come in
because if we are talking about value added, that should have been the first thing, or the Liberian lawmakers should have considered. Okay, Ms. Claudia, no, come in 15.
Thank you very much.
15 seconds, then we'll go to Chris on the line.
The phone line. Okay, thank you. All right, so to just talk something good here. What I'm seeing here is we are trying to eliminate the United States dollars because every few minutes, everybody run into money changers to change $5, $10. $10 in Liberia is $1,800. So if you have a $2,000 note, Liberian dollar note, you literally have a $10 note on you because the rate can change anytime. At least you will have a little 200 left on that $10 to add up to the 2,000. Then we talk about the 1,000. Yes, Chris, America does print out $5 US notes because 1,000 is like $5 here because 950 LD, sometimes 900 LD, depending on how the rate looking, even can reach up to 980 is $5 US in Liberia. So we're basically trying to eliminate the usage of US dollar because US dollar is really suffering us here. We need to get used to using the Liberian dollar. So I understand that whole notion. And then again, I want to talk about that passport situation. Recently, they just expanded to Bon County and Bomi Hill, where now we can go there and also acquire a passport. Because when you talk about Bomi Hill, that is the main transit getting to Sierra Leone. You can take the backside of Bapulu. Liberia is round. So because of the road conditions, sometimes we have to bus in between Bapulu. Sometimes we have to take it from Ganta side. Depends how you want to get to Maryland. So in Bon County as well is another place where you see a lot of transiting, different NGOs, different people transiting, trying to go further up, get the Ivory Coast, Sierra Leone from Lofa, different other areas. So this is a good kudos to the government, allowing us to have more areas to get our passport. I just wanted to add that. Thank you.
Okay, Chris, can we head to the line? Chris, we need to go to the line.
Archie Wright.
Okay, if you are there, we'd like to say good evening and welcome. I don't know where are we going tonight. Is it 1 o'clock? We are pushing out to 1 o'clock tonight because we have 12 minutes up to 12 o'clock. So I like to say whether we are going to 1 o'clock. However, I like to say good evening to our listeners and welcome whatever you're doing and however the case may be. Like you are listening to Top 105.3, the official voice of Teach Our People Communication Incorporated. Those of you guys who are still there listening to us, following the broadcast, call on 088-114-3504. 088-114-3504. Let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. Hello.
Yeah. Good evening. How are you?
I'm okay. Thanks for asking. What is your name? Where are you calling us from?
This is Bobby Titale calling from Chibo.
Okay, Mr. Ntali, let's hear you.
I've been listening for a long time. All these things go on the line and monitoring, and I will talk about the money business. During the time, Taylor getting power, she faced new money. We saw it. Help me there, she faced her own. George Weah get there, he faced his own. Joseph Walker get there again, then they continue facing money. So any new person gets that money will be facing as food. This is not food. At least when they face the money, when they owe, they add up. But new money, they think that bring corruption in the country here. Because any new person get there, they need money. Then they will face new money.
We will share
all that money. Then they will share the money. Representative, president, all these things. Corruption and stuff. Let us people. When they all want get old, they bring the add the one that old they take it from there. They take it from there, then they want you to add a new one there just to balance the thing. So it gets poor or so it gets. But always we add new one. For Liberia. Look how far the country from 1960 to 1847. Or from 1847 to 1960. Look at some countries that had their independence in the 60s. The country. They are bringing factories that new money is bringing. They are bringing factories.
Thank you.
You got rubber, you got iron ore. Then they bring factories. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Bobby. Tali, thank you so much for being part of the platform. Call on 088-114-3504 0776 105 105 088-114-3504 0776 105 105. And you're going to be live on Abed to D4. Let's hear you tonight on top 105.3. Call on 088-114-3504 0776 105 105 088-114-3504 0776 105 105. And you're going to be live tonight on Abed to D4. We've been listening to the conversation. What you have to say, what you want to say, what grab your attention. Hello.
Thank you.
Yes, what is your name? Where are you calling us from?
I'm Joe W. Sako calling from Zoofish.
Yeah, Mr. Sako, let's hear you.
Send Edwin J. Barclay's time to Todman, to Talbot, before coming down to Doe. Edwin Johnson, Sally, and Opon. The Buckeye man, Honorable President. But we will talk until we get tired because the American Liberian, the American, from all over Liberia, the 14 counties, will get a bouquet boys that know the job, that know the book really. But they all join our society because they are in a government with the people. So they can't talk about it. But then it's suffering with the poor people, especially the Liberian. They suffer all our life. Those of us that have children that go into school. And it's really embarrassing.
Thank you.
But nobody to put stop to it. If you know in America, they kind of thing to change money, it don't go. For we, the poor Liberia, then you talk about it. You stop it. And the only thing, I'm sorry, the president they never do after the war, no job. They can't bring company in. We get riches, we the one get riches in the world of Africa, Liberia. But no company can come. Somebody can, the president can come and say, bring other company here. You let go to the other mountain here. You let go and dig go on the south. You let carry farming on the south, go get forest. Nothing. But every time to choose money to suppress the country people to suffer. So when you know that trick, I say the government will play on us, then you talk about it. You stop it. That you have the power. That you have the way. But then you let us talk about radio. We spend I want to lay $2 to put a minute on the phone to talk there for nothing.
Thank you, Mr. Sako.
I don't care when we talk, say the people will change it. Thank you very much.
Thank you for being part of the show tonight. Yeah, let us
Thank you.
change. Yeah, to stop it. Call on 0881-143504. Let's go to the phone line and talk to Bode Cartoon. You're not foolish, but you compare to do the right thing. Welcome.
Mr. Chris, be well.
Yes, sir.
Good evening to you. Good evening to all of our professors. Now, welcome in class. I just prayed and hope that the golden voice that we are hearing in class should remain with us in this great university. That is the female voice. Yeah, you know, in a school, when you got a female teacher, you make the students to be more focused because they are serving in dual capacity. They are serving as a teacher and also a mother. So we want to say welcome. Chris.
Yes, sir.
No wonder why nowadays international partners are not giving money out to our people that we call grant or free money. To say the money will give it to you as a help, but rather giving it as a loan, credit with interest to be paid back. Because the people are observed that Liberia is a rich country in West Africa or in Africa, if you may say that way. But the leadership of the country, because of the corruption in high places, so they too out there that know the use of money, that need money for development of their country, they will want to get share of the money of our country or our government official, seem to be corrupting their own citizens. So the only way they can get share is, I give you 10 million, in return you make it with 16 million. Yes, no problem. Because the way we are managing our resources, companies will come, instead of telling them to invest to current development, but I, Berikatu, will rather tell the company owner or the manager that this is going to be my share. You agree, I will lobby it and make sure that you will award you this contract, and that portion of the forest or the country will be given to you to do your business. Once the man know that you came to him with that first mindset of corrupting your own people, you open the corruption door already to that investor. So when you make promises that are supposed to do X, Y, and Z, the next thing you tell you, let me do from here to this time. See the contract agreement that was signed between the Chinese mining company in Kunabo Desho, where Mary Jane Johnson is. She's heading. After 5 years before you continue about paving the road for the people there, you care to know the riches the people going to give for another place within 5 years. More besides, the strategy design is after 5 years, we'll be going to the end of our first 6-year term. So as people start paving the road now, right there are politics. They come to school political goal through our influence. You put me here, see I'm facing your role. I made a comment to face your role. But God be God, it has been discovered that the people themselves coerce the company to pay their role.
Thank you.
Lastly, when it comes to the security aspect, I'm still struggling to know the kind of training some of our guys really the honor went, especially when it comes to the military, where we from. A soldier, the action of a soldier, when a soldier going to retaliate, it brings disaster. Any soldier, mind you, don't see him walking the street and he armless, meaning he don't have long range, he don't have start carrying weapon. Just that bare him alone is destructive. Least Otega was seeing him getting vexed because his anger alone can lead to disaster. So what can really make them vex to the extent that they won't be using weapons? You know, I don't know. I don't really know what sort of training that some of them underwent. I'm still struggling to understand it. Every time you hear AFML, police for AFML, they person for AFML, BD person for they want business. So I don't know. I can't really remember. Ask Mr. Ashi Wright. He's a barrel boy. Those that grew in a barrel, around a barrel, we call them barrel boys.
Thank you.
I see. Well, you won't remember hearing about that before. I saw your policemen fought in the street before. But again, those two is Liberia. That's why we are getting there. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ndo. Thank you so much for being part of the platform. If you are there following, call her on 0881 14 35 04, 0881 14 35 04, 0776 105 105, 0776 105 105, and you are going to be live right here on Top FM 105.
That should be the last call, Chris.
Let hear you this morning. I hear you this morning on the platform 0881 14 35 04, 0776 105 105, and you're going to be live. Yes.
If there's no call, please pass it up.
Okay. Let give it over to you. Is up to you now.
Okay. Mr. Nippet, is up to you to respond to the caller and do your closing in 2 minutes.
Thank you so much, Mr. George Nubo. Well, I think all of them talking about corruption. And apart from the welcome statement by Captain Doe of the Golden Verse, Claudie, yes, that's, which is surely the truth that Liberia is rich in West Africa, if not Africa, but there is a semblance of tit for tat. And he translate that into a man giving, an investor giving $10 million. Because, you know, our people will come onto the table and say, well, if you give us this, we'll give you that. So the person asked for $6 million extra, which is almost 60% of the $10 million. And he cannot understand why police and soldiers engage into face fight. In other words, it shouldn't be the case. Joe Saka is against the fact of this changing money, and we should stop it because he knows that we have the magic of the radio and television, and Bobby T. Talley making of new money leads to corruption. And I tend to agree with him because all we have to do, or our legislator have to do, is get on the drawing book and see how we can encourage investments and investors in the country to add value to all of our various things. In Burkina Faso now, they are not exporting gold anymore. No, they are keeping the gold, meeting the gold, and keeping them as their own reserves. Agriculture is a moving economic activities in Burkina Faso. So if the Burkina Faso under Captain Ouattara can change the dynamics of development, the trend of the economy to improve a lot of his people, Liberia can do something. And one of them said, this country that were independence in 1960, how much more but Liberia since 1847. So to sum up, I just use one word. They are saying all of the things conclusively is border on corruption. Okay, thank you very much. And it's been a wonderful day and a pleasure.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Nubo. Thanks to all of the callers. I got to say this before I even say anything. The time in Liberia now is 1 a.m. Is that 1 a.m.? No, 12.
No,
12. And we still got callers calling. I'm shocked. Excellent work. And I wanted to say, Mr. Nubo, I think you passed the mark. Brother, you throwing your hook too far. I don't think you're going to catch any fish, but you did catch. That was good. Excellent. It shows that the work that we do here is being appreciated. People stay up this late and they call to be part of the program. Excellent. I also want to say this, and we're closing as well. To all females out there, by next week, you're going to hear Madam Claudia, the Golden Voice, laying out how we're going to reach out to our female listeners and follow. I know a lot of you follow the radio, and how we're going to appreciate you as well. So, but we'll leave that up to the Golden Voice. Madam Claudia, she will roll that out beginning Monday so that you get a clear picture of how we're going to do it. I also want to say I want to appreciate. I want to start with Mr. Sakal. Mr. Sakal, you're right. I mean, when you were speaking, I was touched because what you did was you're putting out a SOS call. When people you can't help us. Now you know what the people are doing, and you're on the radio. If you can stop them, you'll stop them. But then you wanted to say, it doesn't matter what we say. The people do what they want to do. That right there, touch me. Because that is an SOS call. That is an SOS call. Yeah, it is an SOS call. And Mrs. Sakal, what I would say, yes, we're on the radio. We know what they're doing. As you have heard some of the panelists talked about here tonight. But here's the thing. In this case, I got to be frank with you, Mrs. Sakal. The legislature is an elected body. These are people, Mr. Sakal, that you and everyone else there in Liberia stood in line, rain, sun, shine, night, day, and you elected these people to power. So you see us here on the radio, even though we know what they're doing, we know it, as we have said here tonight. We can see what they are doing, and they know we can see what they are doing. But we cannot stop them from doing it. I got to be frank with you, Mr. Sakal. Because you guys have given them the power under the Constitution to do what they are doing. We can come from behind y'all and say, "Oh, Mr. Sakal, your vote don't matter." So you, Mr. Nangwe, where you're doing that, so we're not going to allow it. It cannot happen. That's not how it works, Mr. Sakal. So all the talking, see you're talking, so I'm glad you're listening. Because we're trying to show you the bad and the good. So that 2029, y'all can correct him. Either if there's a mistake, y'all correct it. I don't know. Let me not try to force him to that mistake. But y'all, by the time we do all plenty talking, all the years then when it come, they'll say, while listening to, Madam, emotions on the radio, that beautiful golden voice. I think she said this. Yeah, I need a listing. And then you will use that information, Mr. Sakal, and you make your decision. So that tomorrow you don't come on the radio and make the kind of SOS call. Wait to come on the radio after the next round of election and say, Mapuya, thank you. Because we made the right choice this time. We're not moving forward as a country. So that's the only thing I can say. I want to talk plenty on the one because we're closing now. See, Mr. Nobody I'm putting thing else. Can you tell me, say, my time finished? You go with economy, you get out of real. I'm a man.
Okay, let's go to the Miss Golden Voice.
He's actually finished up. He's not close to me. Okay, good hour.
Well, I just want those of you that are listening to connect directly with me because we the journalists in Liberia, there's some areas, some communities, some platforms we are afraid to go in touch or go near. But I'm one of those fearless journalists. I can go anywhere, cover any set of news, and not just to cover the news, but to find alternatives to make that situation better. Even if it's a missing person, trust me, we'll investigate, we'll find them. If it be something that you have concerns about, leave it to us to go and get all of the detail from every party affiliated with your concerns to make sure that we have answers for you. I'm here to stay. I'm here. You're always going to hear me. Please reach out to me. I have a Facebook page. It's Claudie. And I also have, as you see on the screen, Claudie. And I also have Press Emotions. Press Emotions. With a Z at the end, or Z. Like Liberian men say Z. So you can contact me there. Keep us informed. Let us know what's going on. We're going to be there. Watchdogs, that's what we are in the media. We're there to watch. We're there to relate information. And we're also there to mediate and see how best we can solve whatever problem we come across. That's all I like to say.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, it was a nice show. I thank all of you for the nice show. And we look forward to meeting here tomorrow, the same time. And let us go to Mr. Ware to send us home.
Oh yes, indeed. The Friday was great. Let me say many thanks to all of our panelists. Yes, indeed. Let me say thank you so much for providing education for our people. And to our colleagues, I'd like to say thank you so much. Yes, with your calls, I bring all on certain level and our listeners. So those of you following all on the Facebook page by YouTube, I like to say many things. As we always told you, anytime we come on the show, comment, share, and like. Yes, indeed, so other people will get a message across. So I'd like to say thanks to every one of you. And by the grace of God, we're taking break and we'll be back tomorrow the same time, the same station. Have a great time to every one of you. Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone.
If you wait for, I